Harvard University has launched a high-stakes legal battle against the Trump administration following the sudden freeze of approximately $2.6 billion in federal research grants. This lawsuit, filed in the U.S. District Court, challenges what the university describes as an unconstitutional and politically motivated action that threatens not just Harvard but academic institutions nationwide. Background: why Harvard is suing. In mid-2025, the U.S. Department of Education, under orders from the Trump administration, suspended billions in research funds to Harvard, citing alleged national security risks tied to foreign partnerships. These partnerships, many of which involve collaborations with Chinese institutions, are common in U.S. higher education but have come under scrutiny as part of Trump's aggressive stance on China. Harvard, widely considered America's top university, depends on federal grants for scientific research, public health innovations, climate studies, advanced technologies, AI, quantum computing. The freeze immediately halted projects in these critical areas, prompting Harvard to seek legal intervention. Harvard's legal arguments. Harvard's legal complaint centers on three primary arguments. Violation of constitutional rights. Harvard claims the freeze violates First Amendment protections and academic freedom, citing the right to pursue global scientific collaboration without undue government interference. Breach of contract. The university argues that existing grants are legally binding agreements, and revoking funding without due process constitutes a breach. Lack of evidence. Harvard accuses the government of failing to present any credible evidence that its partnerships pose actual security threats. Trump administration's position. The administration defends the freeze, citing concerns over intellectual property theft, potential espionage through academic partnerships, national security priorities outweighing financial concerns. Trump has described Harvard's lawsuit as a distraction tactic from the globalist elite, framing it as a patriotic stand to protect U.S. innovation. Wider implications for U.S. academia. Legal analysts warn this lawsuit could set a historic precedent regarding federal oversight of research funding, limits of academic independence, the balance between national security and intellectual collaboration. Universities across the U.S., including Stanford, MIT, and Yale, are closely monitoring the case, fearing they might face similar funding cuts. Voices from the academic community. Dr. Emily Tran, Harvard researcher. Entire labs have gone dark. Life-saving research is suspended. This isn't just Harvard's problem, it's America's problem. Senator Maria Cantwell, Democrat, Washington, undermining U.S. science while other nations invest heavily is short-sighted and dangerous. Next steps in the legal battle. The court has set an expedited hearing, with initial arguments scheduled for August 15, 2025. Harvard seeks immediate restoration of funding. A permanent injunction against future politically driven funding freezes. Legal scholars predict a Supreme Court showdown if initial rulings go against either party. Conclusion. Harvard's lawsuit against the federal government transcends a simple budget dispute. At stake is the future of American scientific leadership, the autonomy of academic institutions, and the boundary between national security and scholarly freedom. As the court battle intensifies, the world watches to see whether U.S. academia can maintain its independence, or if political forces will reshape its future.